Namaste and welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. The other day I was surfing the net for some data and there was some coincidence that struck me, and it's about the scientist, the old scientist about whom we read in our school books, um, Mary Curie. Mary Curie was born on 7th November 1867, and when she won, along with her husband, when she won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1903, she was the first lady or first woman scientist to have won the Nobel Prize. She won in physics in 1903, and she goes on to win in chemistry in 1911 for her works on isotopes. So she becomes the first ever lady to have won two Nobel Prizes, and she is the first person to have won in two different scientific fields, that is physics and chemistry, 1911, ladies and gentlemen. And next, we'll see what else this 7th November has given us. Our own Indian scientist, Chandrasekhara Venkata Raman, C.V. Raman, was born on 7th November, again 7th November, at Tiruchirappalli in the year 1888, and he goes on to win the Nobel Prize, the Raman effect, or the light, scattering of light that he observed and propounded the theory which is known as Raman effect, and he goes on to win the Nobel Prize for Physics in the year 1931. So now we have got 7th November again winning the date of birth, the date of birth of 7th November winning the third Nobel Prize. Now, when I was searching around for 7th November and how many Nobel Prizes it has given, I came across a writer, the famous writer, French and Algerian origin, Albert Camus. Albert Camus was famous for his absurdist writings, and he won the Nobel Prize in Literature in the year 1957, and Albert Camus is the fourth person to have born on 7th November and the fourth person born on 7th November to have won the Nobel Prize. So like this, we have got four people winning the Nobel Prize and sharing their date of birth, that is 7th November. And it's as if it was not sufficient. You look at the coincidences, and it was amazing to discover or know that Curie family, that is Mary Curie and her husband Pierre Curie, they shared the Nobel Prize in Physics for 1903. And anyway, we have discussed that 1911, Mary Curie, for her isotopes, discovery of isotopes, she won it in 1911. So, and in the family, there are three other Nobel Prizes. So, a family winning 5 Nobel Prizes, that was her daughter, Irene, and her husband, winning it in 1935. Again, a work on radioactivity in 1935 for physics, Nobel Prize for Marie Curie's daughter. And as if that was not sufficient, in the year 1957, we have 1958 rather, we have 1965, the second daughter's husband, that is Eve's husband, Frederick, he receives the Nobel Peace Prize on behalf of the UNICEF. So, a family of Madame Curie or Marie Curie winning 5 Nobel Prizes. Is it not curious? Is it not really amazing? A family dedicated to the humankind and the research in physics, chemistry, and winning Nobel Prizes. So you will be thinking this may be the maximum, a date of birth giving maximum number of Nobel Prizes, and I'm afraid it is not. So now my question to all of you is, kindly find out and tell me. You can write in when you watch my Thursday thoughts in the same video under the comments. You can write the answer. Which date of birth has thrown up the maximum number of Nobel Prizes, and what is the maximum number of Nobel Prizes a particular date of birth has given us? So I will repeat the question again. What is the date that has given us, the birth date that has given us the maximum number of Nobel Prizes? So, it will be easy for you to find out. If you can reply that in your comments, I'll be so grateful to you. And anyway, the answer I will tell you maybe in the next episodes. So kindly keep watching for this type of curious facts and the dedication of Madame Curie, the 7th November born Marie Curie, who thought she doesn't have a life, she cannot live a normal life, and she goes on to dedicate herself and goes on to win, becomes the first lady to have won a Nobel Prize in physics. Then she and her husband become the first couple to have won the Nobel Prize in physics in the year 1903. And when she wins the chemistry Nobel Prize of 1911, she becomes the only individual to have won 2 Nobel Prizes in 2 different science streams of physics and chemistry. Amazing. And we have not come across another Marie Curie yet, though we have crossed another 100 years since 1911. We are already in 2025. So that is what, ladies and gentlemen, history tells us. Pure dedication, determination, and absolutely dedicated lifestyle for the whole humanity, the good of whole humanity. So with these facts, may God bless you. Take care of yourselves. Wishing you all the best in all your endeavors. God bless. Take care. Bye-bye. Till we meet next time again with some curious facts or maybe some lifestyles that really amaze us. Take care. Bye-bye.